Good afternoon, students. How are you? Everything is fine from your side. In this lecture, we will discuss about batteries. There are different types of batteries. Those are used in the lab. For example, for small equipments, there are many small equipments. They use different types of batteries, including the PCs or the telephone, as well as some remote controls, as well as the alarm and many other small equipments. So we will discuss about their hazards and also their disposal. So this is a very interesting topic, although this is a very small topic. So batteries are the operators that undergoes an electrical reaction and it produces an electron to complete the electric circuit. So and it contains negative and positive terminals. So each battery also contains negative and positive terminals. Okay, so depending on the type of battery. However, it consists of electrochemical cells. So those convert the chemical energy into electrical energy. So when these electrons move, it will create current that power any devices. For instance, computer, camera, light devices, cell phone, toys, even there are so many other equipments and even heavy machinery also, like the cars, etc. So this is about a little bit about batteries. Types of batteries, there are different types of batteries. So the most common is the chemical batteries, physical batteries, and biological batteries. So you will be surprised, like also there are biological batteries. So we will discuss one by one all these types of batteries. First, we will discuss about chemical batteries. They produce electric energy by a chemical reaction, and then the chemical batteries are divided into three types of batteries: primary batteries, secondary batteries, and fuel batteries. In case of fuel batteries, it's a few called fuel batteries, while secondary batteries, so it's a canadium, nickel, cadmium, and lead and lithium. So these are sodium sulfate batteries. All these are secondary batteries. While the very common primary batteries, so they are carbon zinc batteries, alkaline zinc, magnesium oxides, dioxides, lithium batteries, zinc air batteries, and all these are different types comes under primary batteries. Let's talk about the physical batteries produce electric energy to physical change. For instance, solar batteries, thermal batteries, electric double layer capacitors. So all these batteries fall under physical batteries. And the last one is biological batteries. They produce electric energy by biochemical reactions. There are different types of yeast. They can be used in yeast batteries, microbial batteries. Different microbes are used to produce these batteries, and biology solar batteries. So there are three types of these biological batteries. So in this, there are all these are different types of batteries depending on their nature and of course their main classification. So we will discuss a couple of examples in detail, but we will not talk about all of these batteries. For instance, the commonly used nickel cadmium battery. So this battery is commonly used, as well as this lithium ion batteries are commonly used for the small equipments, and these are very commonly used in different cameras as well as a phone and etc. So the nickel cadmium battery, also sometimes write a nickel cadmium, nickel cad, CD or the CAD battery, is a type of rechargeable battery which is developed using nickel oxide, hydroxide, and metallic cadmium as electrodes. So nickel cadmium batteries excel at maintaining voltage and holding charge when not in used. So they are available in different sizes. So very common is AAA. So if you visit the store, so they mention AA, AAA, and sometimes like a D series. Okay, so these are the type. If you in the coming slides, you will see like there are more types of these AAA, AA, D's, like these the numbers. Then we talk about the lithium batteries, and of course, if you know this number AAA, so if you have the knowledge, so you can understand it's a nickel cadmium batteries. So if we talk about lithium ion batteries, they are one of the most popular types of rechargeable batteries. I think the laptops also have like these batteries, the cell phone. So they are found in different portable appliances or equipments, including mobile phones, smart devices, several other batteries, appliances used in an office lab or home or in the domestic lives. So these are very commonly used nickel cadmium batteries as well as lithium. So whenever your batteries are fully uncharged, then you switch on for charging. So there are certain hazards, of course, associated with the batteries. So we can discuss about the hazard those are associated with batteries. So flammable gases. So since batteries, emit a hydrogen gas which is a flammable and it ignites easily and can cause a fire or explosion. If you remember, a few months back there was a problem with one of the phone. I think the Samsung's phone, 7 Note or something like that, right? So there was a problem with the battery and it can blow out, right? And it was banned on the in the airports or in the airlines. So this is just one example about flammable gases. So battery acids, the electrolyte in the battery is corrosive and can burn skin. So this is about like the other type of battery that's commonly used, for instance, in the cars. But of course, this is for your general knowledge. So it holes in clothing. It can cause, of course, holes if it's the acids just spread on your clothes, or even it can cause leakage on concrete floors. Electric shocks. So many of us are aware of this danger because we have been sparks flying when jumper cables are attached to a car battery. So electric shock, of course, depending on the type of battery and depending on the capacity or like sometime like the car battery, especially those are the bigger one. So they can cause also the shock if you touch the terminals. How protect ourselves when we are dealing with working with batteries? So especially maybe more information about like the big batteries, but anyway this is a very really helpful information for your domestic life, as well as for the lab safety. So required proper personal protective equipment, the goggles that protect the eyes, of course rubber gloves, and that also prevent shocks, and acids, rubber, the aprons, face shields like these. So these are the PP of the dealing with the batteries. So, and also there are short-term exposure of batteries and long-term exposure of batteries. They have different hazards. Since batteries contain lead, and according to lead affects it has the negative impact in human health. For instance, it causes a seizure, like the disease and coma, and eventually death from cardiorespiratory arrest. So in seizure, of course, the deprived of oxygen. All these diseases appears after a period of exposure or short days or to several years. And in terms of long exposure, that's chronic diseases caused due to the long exposures. So it can, of course, formation of body blood can change, metallic taste is the mouth, and insomnia, excessive tiredness and weakness can also, and maybe like you also feel like a headache so this is most likely like about the workers, those are working like the in the workshops or dealing with the batteries. Okay, so this is especially like those are long term, but even then if we know these hazards, and then of course we will aware about this. This is not like a very secure or the safe approach. Now let's talk about uh, batteries on the basis of their hazardous. There are non-hazardous batteries and there are hazardous batteries. So first we will discuss about non-hazardous batteries. So there are different types of batteries and their sizes and their uses. So according to the battery size and uses, so we can divide it in non-hazardous batteries. So alkaline. So the first type of battery is alkaline, and then reusable alkaline manganese, and the sizes you can see AAA, AA, CD, and 6, 9, and the 6 voltage and 9 voltage. So whenever you go to the store, you can see like these numbers, the AAA, 6V or 9V or CD. Okay, so you can recognize, and also they mention whether which type of battery this is. And commonly they are used for the small equipment, so flashpoint, smoke alarm, remote controls, and flashlight, smoke alarm, remote controls, almost the same. And carbon zinc are also like the similar sizes, so low drain devices such as calculators, toys, and also like the garage door openers. So almost they comes under the same sizes, but there are different types of batteries, and according to their types, they have the shelf life or the longevity of their life. Zinc here is a the button 9B, and this is a very different one. Hearing aids or medical devices commonly use this battery. This is more secure, and also this is a very common or very small batteries. Hazardous batteries. Battery button multiple types, sizes are also varies, and they can be used in watches and hearing aids, a small portable electronics, even a computer motherboard. You see, like this is a circular, like the light, the battery. Lithium ion. So there are different sizes you can see, and also like different the small equipments can also use this all these sizes of batteries. Nickel cadmium flashpoint also almost same size. Nickel metal hydride also like the same size. So if you see here sealed lead acid, so this is multiple of 2 volts, no 2 to 9 volt. So these are the little different. Okay, so the video cameras, power tools, vehicles, TV, metal docker. So all these silver oxide size varies, watches, and also like small equipments. Mercury oxide sizes also varies, watches calculate. Okay, and lead acid vehicle. So this is a little more dangerous, right? Although like all these are like hazardous batteries, and they can also be used in the trucks and the big machineries like trucks, motorcycles, boats. Okay, and there are chances of the electric shock whenever you have contact with these the terminal of these batteries. So if you see here, there are the same sizes. If you see in the previous non-hazardous batteries, for example, if you want to use a AAA batteries, right, a double A CET. Okay, so in the previous slide there were like non-hazardous batteries. So you should remember, or you should understand, if you know like their hazards, then you can select. So here these are the hazardous batteries, so then you will not select these batteries for your small portable devices. So although you need like this size, a AAA, double A, or CD, or like a 6 voltage or 9 volt. Okay, so you will select non-hazardous batteries. So this is very important, of these today's lectures. Okay, although the same size is available with the hazardous batteries, so why not you go for non-hazardous batteries? Okay. Now we will discuss about the disposal of different types of batteries. Since we know like there are different types of batteries, and also they according to their danger or the hazardous, some are like the non-hazardous batteries, and some are hazardous batteries. So according to the nature of the batteries, we have to dispose them off. Okay, so let's see. Each batteries have the information. Whenever you see like on the back side of the batteries mentioned, don't throw in the garbage, or throw into the recycle bin or some other sites. Okay, so depending on the type of battery, its information is already there, but we should also remember, or we should also understand and keep in mind about the recycling procedures of different batteries. So for instance, every battery cannot be recycled, so there are different only like alkaline batteries that we can also put into the recycle, and this recycle bin is a particular facility, not like the garbage. So garbage is not considered the recycle bin. Okay, so some particular we need to understand, we need to get the information which one is the real recycling bin, and then we can put our battery if that is alkaline battery. And some batteries, those are unsafe waste assortment, can be used, for instance, the car batteries, because since these car batteries are more dangerous than alkaline batteries. Okay, so they are more hazardous. So their consequence or their effects will be prolonged as well as more dangerous. Okay, so we cannot throw them into the recycled. Okay, so these the best way is to drop these batteries, car batteries, into the place or like where like the auto parts trailer are working, or the workshop or the garage of the the people or Sanaya, right? So we can just drop the best practices, just drop the old batteries to the people who are working. So whenever they receive the new batteries, and then of course they can return the old batteries to the concerned persons, and in this way there is easily a dispose of. Take the third one is take reversible batteries to an employment facility. So nickel and metal batteries, they can of course might create an environmental hazard if batteries are thrown into the lowland or like in the furnace. So these batteries should also be disposed of at the particular merchant place, or into the point like where different people are dealing with the batteries. Okay, so just to drop out there into the garage and or into that particular place. Okay, so this is really important. So not like each battery we can recycle, or we can use the same procedure for every the battery disposal. So what are the normal regulations for disposal? So this is the universal or the normal regulation. So those were in the last slides I mentioned according to the nature of the battery, right? So according to the hazardous effect of the batteries. But what are the normal regulations? Store your lead batteries away from children and pets, of course. The lead batteries. Keep your batteries in cool and dry places. Otherwise, it can burst and it can evaporate, and it can come out like the acids can come out, and it can destroy your not only floor but also like other the items or the substances those have contact with the batteries acids. Store used batteries in a cardboard or plastic containers. So of course store should be used. Okay, and do not store different types of batteries together. Okay, because they have a different affection. So it might be like so in this way this is also very dangerous. If one battery has problems, it can also infect or destroy the other batteries. Find recycling facilities in your region. So only for the particular type that we mentioned, alkaline battery in the beginning, not like. And the other recycling mean, for example, there are for other battery types like we have the other facilities. Those can collect the for instance the garage or the sanaya, right? So this mean like that recycling facilities. This does not mean like the recycling bin. Okay, so recycling facility is different, recycling bin is different. So call your waste collection service. So this is of course if there is a in the country, if we have any particular like battery collection service, so we can call them if we have like a universal number or universal. Okay, if we don't have, the best thing is just to visit the recycling facilities and just the drop your batteries over there. So this is all about the battery disposal types and apart types depending on their types of batteries and depending on the hazardous and non-hazardous batteries, and a very short like disposal mechanism of different batteries. So this is all about this today's normal lecture. This is very small short lecture, and I hope everything is clear. If you don't have any questions, so next week inshallah on Wednesday, so we can discuss it. Thank you so much.